Section 1. The epicenter. The tyrant's mind. Let's take a look inside.
To really grasp this, we have to turn to the Roman historian Tacitus. Now, Tacitus wasn't just jotting down dates and battles during the reigns of emperors like forms human nature
acted as what we can call the twisted mirror, when authority goes completely by a cold, ruthless pragmatism. It really makes you wonder, is it any surprise that leaders who start out with so much promise often end their reigns as monsters?
Section 2. The blast radius, society's silent deformation. And this brilliantly illustrates what happens next.
Because that rot at the very top inevitably ripples outward, infecting the entire body politic. Put yourself in that society for a second. Imagine the profound internal shift that happens to you, your friends, everyone you know, when the head of state becomes deeply paranoid and cruel. Fear, as Tacitus showed, is an infectious disease. We're not just talking about an external show of military force here. This is a collective psychological injury inflicted on the public. When power completely trumps truth and virtue, the people living under it undergo their own chilling metamorphosis.
Tacitus meticulously outlined exactly how this societal breakdown happens, and it follows these 4 chilling stages. First, flattery reigns supreme. Truth becomes dangerous, so honest counsel is quickly replaced by sycophancy. You learn very fast that your survival depends on praising even the most completely irrational whims of the leader. Second comes moral compromise. You are forced into impossible choices. Do you speak out and risk absolutely everything, or do you stay silent and become complicit? The lines between right and wrong just blur away as self-preservation takes over. Third, the erosion of trust of cruelty. Over time, the constant heavy presence of injustice simply dulls the collective conscience. What was once completely unthinkable, well, it just becomes Tuesday. This is exactly how tyranny entrenches itself so deeply in the minds of the people.
This crucial point is captured twisted mirror, pushing them even further from reality, while simultaneously poisoning the soul of the citizen who is forced to speak lies just to stay alive.
Section 3. The temporal ripple. See how this builds into the modern day.
We can really view Tacitus's ancient writings as a sort of historical X-ray for our times, because the human heart, when given absolute power, follows a very predictable and destructive script regardless of what century it is. Tacitus recorded this devastating observation about these regimes. They create a desolation and call it peace. This perfectly highlights the terrifying end state of leaders who completely lose touch with reality. Insulated by loyalists and propaganda, they lead their nations down paths of increasing isolation and cruelty, totally wiping out all opposition and vibrant society, and then they have the nerve to label that desolate silence as peace.
And you can see these ancient warnings playing out in real time today. The red flags mirror Rome perfectly. Leaders insulated by yes men, current control of information, and the absolute demand for unwavering loyalty. When you spot these echoes, you are literally watching a system attempt to turn its citizens into mere instruments of the state.
Rather, visible war for our minds and our souls is very much ongoing. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and remember, keep asking the hard questions.